Hey y'all, it's Lisa here with your January 7th love note. Today is all about attending to your needs. Apparently, the energies are hitting the planet kind of like a big old tsunami, and we are feeling it in a variety of ways. And for each one of us, the way that we process, like kind of the wild energy happening on the planet right now, is going to be different. For some of us, it might feel like, we're being swamped by these huge waves. Others of us, we might feel like we're riding a bull in a rodeo and just trying to hang on with all we've got. And what the guides encourage today is to really be conscious of what we need to take care of ourselves right now and to be willing to do whatever that is, to love ourselves enough to give ourselves the time, the attention, the energy, whatever it takes to actually take care of and recognize our own needs in our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, because we're all experiencing these energies in different ways. For some of us, our bodies, our physical body is almost like a barometer of what's going on energetically out in the world. And our bodies will pick up the energy and feel it. And it can have a variety of different effects, from complete and total exhaustion, which I've heard several people are experiencing, especially this week, to weird physical symptoms, face breakouts, rashes, digestive upset, or weird pains in the neck that apparently some of us are experiencing. Whatever it might be for you, if your body is feeling like it has different needs, please listen to it. Maybe it's asking you to just take a nap, and maybe naps aren't normally part of your thing, but your body is saying, get your butt in bed and lay down for a little bit because you need the rest, or going to bed earlier or whatever. Several months ago, about 3 or 4 months ago, my guides told me, you need to start exercising regularly. And I knew at the time that it had very little to do with the size of my ass, which granted, it could use, the exercise too. But it had a lot more to do with the way that my personal body processes energy. And I need intentional physical activity that's pretty strenuous for my body to be able to process the energy in a way that's right for me. You might need something totally different, like yoga, or like going and getting out in the, in nature, or a nap, or whatever. But the point is, we are all going to have different needs at this time. And it's really important that you listen to your needs. And that's not just physical, but it's also mental as well. Many of us are feeling the awareness of our own mental health too. We might be, looking at what's going on in the world and just being completely overwhelmed in our brain. We might be feeling, anxiety. We might be feeling overwhelm or frustration, or whatever the case might be. It might be depression. It might be a sense of just unsettledness, where it's like there's something up. Be aware of your own mental health. If you need help on a mental health, in the mental health realm, get it. If you need support, if you need someone to talk to, if therapy could be useful, please love yourself enough to get the help that you need, to have the conversations that you need, so that you can process this really kind of wild time and these wild energies that are happening and swirling all around us. The other thing, is our emotions too. For many, emotions are running high. So either, it might be going from anger to tears of sadness to fear to total frustration to everything in between. We might be going from really high highs of joy to really low lows of despair. It's like this roller coaster happening right now with all of the energy swirling about. Many people are feeling that. If you are experiencing this, you are not alone. So number one, just please know you're not alone. But number two, once you're aware of it, you can tune in, tap in, and figure out what you need to manage it, right? Because we're being asked to step up in how we are responsible for and managing how the energies around us and within us are affecting us. It is our responsibility to manage that. So if emotionally you're feeling kind of overwhelmed or feeling the big range of emotions and not sure how to manage it, tune in and ask your body what it needs. Give yourself the space and the love and the attention to take care of your physical, your mental, your emotional bodies as well. And also your spiritual body. You know, in these wild times, people can be filled with doubt and filled with concern and maybe even filled with feelings that they are completely alone. And please trust me when I say none of us are ever alone, ever, ever. We are really well surrounded by guides and by energies that want the best for us. And the more we lean into and remember that, the less lonely this experience on earth feels. So just know that you're never alone. There's also a huge number of people around that love you and care about you and want to see you happy and to see you healthy and succeed. So lean into them as you need to as well. But your spiritual health matters as well. So those 4 areas, my guides are just really kind of insistent today that we tune into ourselves to see what we need to best ride these waves with as much ease and grace as possible, and then to love ourselves enough to actually give ourselves that. I'll tell you, this week, every day in the afternoon, I have taken a nap. I am not a napper. I have never been a napper since I was maybe 3. I don't even know that I napped then. But apparently that's what my body needs right now. And I think that's why I ended up with the weird craziness going on in my neck, because I go to the chiropractor and it knocks me out for a couple hours in the afternoon. And apparently I just need the sleep. I could be stubborn and bullheaded, which wouldn't exactly be unlike me, and just try to motor through it and tick off all the things on the to-do list because by golly, that's what I do. First of all, that's not what I need right now. Apparently I need the rest. But secondly, whatever's on the to-do list is going to get done better if I'm taking good care of myself. Again, when you take care of you and do the things you need for you to get through these wild times, you are going to be more available and present to care for the other people in their lives who need part of your energy too. So just keep that in mind. It's not just this week. It's not just last year. It's not just the start of this year that's kind of weird. My guides are telling me the next couple months especially, we are going to have to. It's imperative that we be responsible for the state of our own energy and be responsible for looking out for our own self-care, our health and well-being on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual front. So figure out, what is it that you need? You know, for some of you, it might be to get out in nature. It might be naps. It might be shifting your diet, eat more honey or more fruit or more grounding foods, whatever. It might be regular exercise. Hell, it might be orgasms. And if that's the case, have fun, because that might be what your body needs. I don't know. The point is you need to know. And so you need to be willing to tap in, see what you need, and then be kind enough to yourself to give it to yourself. It'll be better for you. It'll be better for the people who love you and that you care for. It'll actually be better for the world. So how's that? Taking care of you is good for the planet. There you go. If you need any extra justification or incentive, please know you are loved. We are in wild times. Pam, I see this. You are so on my heart and in my mind and in my heart. And just know that I love you. We are all loved. We need to be willing to love ourselves through these wild times too. And we need to be willing to remember that we are never, ever, ever alone. If you need something, if you need someone to talk to, there are a huge number of resources all around you. Reach out. If you need a human and you don't know who else to contact, reach out to me. I'm here too. So just know you are loved. You are not alone. And we're all going to get through this. But it's really going to take us being willing to take care of ourselves and be responsible for our own energy in the process. So just know this is your love note for today. You are loved, and I will see you again tomorrow.